Have you ever stopped to think that the difference between an ordinary life and a life of abundance might lie in such a small attitude that you almost overlook it? Imagine that without winning the lottery, without inheriting a fortune, and without working 18 hours a day, you could build true wealth in just 1 year, simply by changing one simple habit. Studies show that most people underestimate the power of small daily habits, but it is exactly in them that the secret of silent millionaires lies. Now the question is, what habit could you adopt today to radically change your financial life over the next 12 months? If you're curious, stay with me, because what I am about to show you could be the turning point between another year of financial frustration or the beginning of a real transformation. Every great financial success, every millionaire achievement didn't start with a giant leap, but with a small and continuous step. Think about one small action. Saving just $10 a day. It may seem like a small amount, right? But now imagine saving those $10 every single day, without exception, for an entire year. By the end, you would have $3,650, not even counting the interest you could earn if you invested that money. And you know what's even more impressive? If, instead of just saving, you also invested that amount with an average return of just 1% per month, something achievable with basic investments, you would be building an asset that grows on its own. This is the magic of the compounding effect, a concept so powerful that Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. Each small action may seem insignificant on a daily basis, but over time, it transforms into something huge. Now, think about other examples of small steps. Setting aside 30 minutes a day to learn about investing. Automating the deposit of 5% of your salary into a safe investment. Cutting invisible expenses like excessive delivery orders and redirecting those savings toward your financial freedom. It's not about doing something grand all at once. It's about doing something small every day until it becomes something big. The question is, what small step can you start taking today without feeling burdened, but that a year from now will leave you amazed? Another crucial factor that turns a simple habit into real wealth is financial automation. The truth is, most people fail not because they lack intention, but because they rely too much on their own discipline. At first, motivation is high. The excitement of changing your life is overwhelming. But as the days go by, routine, fatigue, and unexpected events start to drain the energy that once seemed endless. That's where automation becomes a powerful, invisible ally. Imagine that instead of relying on willpower every month to save or invest, you set up an automatic system. A portion of your salary is transferred directly into an investment account without you having to lift a finger. Does it sound too simple to be so powerful? Well, it's exactly that simplicity that creates silent fortunes. The people who truly build wealth are the ones who understand they can depend on memory or emotion. They build systems that work for them, even while they sleep. And here's the most important detail. The earlier you automate, the greater the effect of compound interest working in your favor. Every month that goes by without an automatic action is a month of lost financial growth. Therefore, if you truly want to transform your life in 12 months, start building a system today that works on autopilot. Make good habits inevitable. And remember, major financial changes don't come from temporary willpower, but from the creation of permanent mechanisms that ensure you keep moving forward, even on the days when you are retired, unmotivated, or too busy to think about money. There's another secret that few people realize: the ability to turn continuous learning into a real financial advantage. While many waste precious hours mindlessly scrolling through social media or consuming empty content, those who aim to build wealth use knowledge as true currency. And we're not just talking about reading books or taking expensive courses. We're talking about practical, focused learning. Learning a skill that solves specific problems. that brings real value to other people or to your own life, your own business. It's like planting seeds that will inevitably bloom into financial opportunities. The big mistake many people make is thinking they need to master something perfectly before they can start seeing results. When in reality, small, consistent improvements applied in practice generate surprising returns over the course of a year. Imagine if you invested just 30 minutes a day in developing a strategic skill, whether in sales, marketing, investing, or time management. It may seem like a small amount, but in a year, that's over 180 hours of real progress, building a new mindset and opening new paths to income generation that most people will never see, simply because they gave up at the first obstacle. True wealth isn't just the result of effort. It is, above all, the result of knowledge put into action. And the rarer and more applicable that knowledge is, the greater its value in the market. That's why, if you truly want to transform a simple habit into a fortune over the next year, choose today something you can learn and apply consistently. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect motivation. The secret is to start small, but never stop. Soon, you'll realize that it is not just your money that grows, it is you. Finally, there is one last element that separates those who only dream from those who actually achieve: the long-term mindset applied daily. Most people give up because they focus only on the present. Today's fatigue, today's small sacrifice, the effort that hasn't yet borne fruit. But those who build fortunes from simple habits see each small action as an investment in their future self. They understand that every dollar saved, every hour of study, every disciplined decision is like depositing trust into the bank of time, where the interest is invisible at first, but becomes unstoppable as the months pass. The key is to adopt an almost inevitable vision of success, to act as if it is already certain that your effort will turn into results, even when there's no visible proof yet. And more importantly, to find joy in the process, not just in the final reward. To celebrate each small victory, each goal achieved, each challenge overcome, as part of building the castle whose foundations are still being laid. When you shift your perspective, the journey stops feeling heavy and starts feeling exciting. You are not just surviving another day, you are building a new reality, step by step. Those who master this mindset not only become financially wealthy, but also transform into someone capable of achieving any goal they set. Because deep down, true wealth doesn't lie in the money accumulated, but in the ability to create wealth repeatedly, in any circumstance. And that ability is born from the way you think and act today. If there's one thing you should take away from this content, it's that transformation doesn't happen through one grand leap, but through the consistency of small steps taken with purpose. A simple habit, cultivated every day with focus, patience, and the right mindset, can be the seed of a fortune that will change your life forever. It doesn't matter where you are today. What matters is what you decide to do from this moment forward. Your future is being written right now with every silent choice no one else sees. And remember, time will pass no matter what. The difference is that you can make it work in your favor instead of just letting it slip away. Now, if this content touched you in any way, like this video to strengthen your commitment to change even further. Subscribe to the channel to receive more content that will transform your mindset and accelerate your growth. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. And tell me in the comments, what habit are you going to start transforming today to build your new life? I'd love to hear from you and reply. Your year of transformation starts now. Let's move forward together toward prosperity.